Hello students, here Industrial Economics for BCom 6th semester. So industrialization or industrial development means establishment of new industries unit as well as expansion of existing industries. In this process, it clearly aims at promoting development of various industries in the country. Industrialization caused speedily the economic development, and thus many agriculture, in services and other activities also grow with industrial development. So according to Paul Swizzy, industrialization is the establishment of new industries or building up of new means of production, which means changes in the strategical production function. So here when the industrialization calls main quickly for the development of economic status of the country. It also encourage agriculture also, service also and other activities to grow in the country. In fact, industrialization is the key element for economic development, and all the advanced countries in the world have speedily developed in industrialization. Rationale of industrialization. First one, consumption preference. With the increasing income, people spend progressively smaller portion on their income on food, as the income elasticity of demand for food is less than 1. So it is clearly that simple that the percentage of income spent on the food decreases as the income increases. Thus the industrialization helps in getting the demand for the manufacturing of industrialization commodities. So first one, it is preference. What is the preference? Preference, consumption preference. Then second, productivity changes. Productivity changes is much higher in manufacturing sectors than in extractive sectors. Extractive sectors like agriculture. One of the reasons that may be a greater scope for division of the labors. Labors are divided in manufacturing sectors. So and then when the division of labors are done, then there is the scope for specialization. Then greater scope for division of labor in manufacturing, developing results in shifting of population to the higher productivity sectors of manufacturing. Shifting of population to the higher productivity sectors of manufacturing. So here, this is one. And next, resource allocations. In the manufacturing sector, there is a greater scope of substituting capital for labor and labor. So resources are given in proper greater scope of substituting capital for labor and land. The employment of capital result in greater productivity and higher level of output. So resources are properly allocated. So a certain number, when there is a division work, the resources are done properly substituted. If the product is this much of capital, this much of labor, then proper labor, proper level of raw materials, proper levels. So resources allocation is most important. Then occupation shift, that is rapid industrialization create more employment opportunities, and more employment in higher productivity sectors result in greater national income and output. So when there is many industries, when the industries are there, that result in giving more employment to the people. When there is when we say today metropolitan cities, why they are called metropolitan city? Because of there are many industrialization, people shifting from the rural area to that urban area for work, then those area become industrialization. So areas industrialization, then employment opportunities are provided. Importance of industrial development in Indian economy. First one, increasing national income and per capita income. So I had told you that when there is a employment, when there is a industries, there is employment, and when there is employment, people's per capita income increases. See here, when the per capita income increases, even then also national income, when there is a industries, many people get employment opportunities. There is a manufacturing of products. They have many import exports. Thus, they increase the level of production. Then, thus, it increase in the national income. So, providing greater employment opportunity. This is the point. Then promoting agriculture, though industry sectors promote agriculture, then increasing productivity. Those industries increasing the labor working in the agriculture sectors get less payment when compared to the labor working in industrial sectors. So increase productivity. Previously the manufacturing of product which was done in the old technology method or old method, when it comes shifted to the industrialization, when there is a production done in the bulk, then there is a increase in the productivity. Utilizing of industrial raw materials, like industrial raw materials like cotton, jute or forest product. When there many types, previously the we used to manufacture cotton or cotton clothes, which but now the methods, now the technology development, now the methods had been changed, that the industries, when the methods and when the increase in the industrial development, those are called as utilizing raw industrial raw material. Then steps towards self sufficiency. Sufficiency industrialization reduce our dependence on foreign countries. It becomes a step towards our self sufficiency. When we are producing the product in our own countries, we need not require to import from a foreign country, so we become self-sufficiency. Then changing the outlook of the people, changing the outlook of the people, that industrial workers are more intelligent and alert. So people attitude towards industries and working environment changes, so it creates changing in the outlook of the people. Then increase in foreign trade. I had told you that when there is a industrialization, we manufacture product, there is a chance for import and export. Increase, there is a chance for more export than import. Export. So next, factor influencing industrialization in India. What are the factors? First one, entrepreneurial abilities. Entrepreneur's ability means about how the entrepreneurs function, pre-purpose existence of entrepreneurs with the ability to organize the industries and make profits. So whatever the entrepreneurial attitude towards his work or industries, so his attitude to manufacture a product and then earn profit. So this is the first factor. Then capital. Industrialization and economic development are governed by the ability or availability of capital. So complete, the capital is the more. When there is a shortage of capital, then it is considered as underdeveloped or the underdeveloped countries. When the countries have shortage of capital, then it is called as underdeveloping countries. So yeah, capital is more important for industrialization. Then labor, skilled labor, especially skilled labor. Industrialization requires skilled labor. Then production technology, new technology adoption. So here new technology adoption required modern techniques of production, not previously old outdated technology. Required modern technology and continuous production with the competitive world. So when there is a new adopted technology, there are production is fast than previous one, then it have the ability to face the competition, outside competition or worldwide competition. Then infrastructure, that is industrialization is facilitated by infrastructure. The infrastructure facilities like transport, communications, water, power, etc., they are called as infrastructure. Whatever the facilities they are provided, it is however the countries like India, we suffer low infrastructure facilities. Then stability of government. Stability, government stability, the political rule, political policies or industrialized policies, how the policies are there, how the tax is rated, and all the factors influence the industrialization. Then factor which inhabits industrialization can be classified as four types, that is first one it is economic factors, socio-demographic factors, administrative factors and international factors. See here, first one it is economic factors. Economic factors are the main factors influence industrialization. The most important among them are underdeveloped countries suffer for scarcity of capital. I had told you, when there is a scarcity of capital, we are considered as underdeveloped country. When there is a, if capital is required, when we start our industry, first thing will how much capital we have. Underdeveloped country do not have adequate infrastructure facilities in form of transportation, communication, etc. Lack of infrastructure facilities. Then industrial development suppose in underdeveloped countries due to inadequate specialized institutions. Specialized institutions, they are not specialized institutions providing credit facilities or sound banking or insurance facilities. Specialized banking, or when we require capital, credit facilities or sound financial support is not there, then industrialization may suffer in underdeveloped country due to the lack of modern technology. We are manufacturing the product but in the old outdated technology, using old outdated technology, and our whole world is manufacturing that same product with latest technology. Well, then what? Nobody will purchase that product. So industrialization may suffer in underdeveloped country due to lack of modern technology. Underdeveloped countries received old technology from developed countries. The investors in the underdeveloped countries in many cases may not be in the position to buy the latest technology when it is called, when there is a shortage of capital from developed countries. So we may adopt old outdated method. Then socio-demographic factors. Socio-demographic industrialization in underdeveloped countries has been adversely affected by socio-demographic factors. The fast-growing population had been given rise to the sharp increase in the level of consumption. There is a population is growing, then the increase in the consumption is consequently reducing the level of savings. No savings are done, and that result in low level of investment. When there is no saving, there is lack of capital, then it result in the low level of investment in industries. Industrial depend on agriculture for demand of its product, but the low level of productivities and low level of purchasing power in the hands of rural population has created the smaller market for industrial products. So there is agriculture, it is depended on agriculture for its products, and but the low level productivity, but the agriculture had low level productivities and low level purchasing power in the hands of poor or rural people. So it is a demographic factor. In underdeveloped countries, social customs and attitudes held restricted the mobility of the labor. People are not willing to move from one place to another due to our one place to another. People are not ready to move from one place to another, or from one job to another. Previously they are doing a job, they do not want to shift or upgrade their knowledge and upgrade their jobs, so they are stick to a particular place and particular job. Many people fail to develop interest and ability to social customs and conviction of the people in underdeveloped countries. In underdeveloped countries, not entrepreneurs, they prefer jobs to the business. Indian social system have failed to create a class of entrepreneurs. So this is, people prefer jobs than business. Most of the time, people prefer job than business. India, it's, we have the ability, we run behind guarantee, not experiments. So here that is tell that people prefer job than business. Then last year, administrative factors. Administrative factors, administrative factors, the public sector's unit may not work efficiently due to the administrative interference or lack of policy, or lack of stability of government. The tax policy may not encourage industrialization, and industries may be heavily taxed. So tax policies. The industries are taxed 30% taxes, and all, if the company is running under law of profit, they have 30%. So tax policy and all. Then government may not have suitable labor policies. Then the urgent need in India is the labor reforms. Suitable policy, labor policy is not there. So here next point it is industrialization, international factors. The industries in the underdeveloped countries inhabited by industries. International factors are following types. The developed countries produce goods at the lower cost due to the superior technology and adopted by them. On the other hand, underdeveloped countries may produce same product at higher cost due to old technology use. So I had told you, old technology we still produce in the older technology or methods. When it comes to the developed country, they manufacture the same goods at lower cost with the superior technology. Then development countries means impose tariff barriers against the goods imported from underdeveloped countries, that the developed countries of the world. So many times the goods are imported, impose tariff barriers against the goods imported from the underdeveloped. The developed countries make impose tariffs or trade and tariffs barriers on the underdeveloped countries to export their or import their goods from one country. When there is a tariffs or they had done, the country, the import, they have to pay a huge amount or huge capital for the goods to be imported. Then industrialization need import of capital and machineries. Input in offer such step make a greater balance of payment and difficult for underdeveloped countries. Import of capital and machineries, we are continuous importing the machineries and capital from other developed countries. It creates a balance of payment problems. Balance of payment, we have continuous um, continuous going under debt, so because of import of capital and machineries. So with this we will end our today's video. Thank you.